Hello, good afternoon everybody. My name is Ali Liafi. I'm the advisor for ICT for the Minister. I would like to present to you what we're doing in the Emirates Smart School. I'll be looking at sharing with you the platform, the technology, the infrastructure we have, what we're doing in our classrooms, and also what is our vision in the future, where we want to get.
What do you want, Ali?
No, I got it. Let's make this interactive, so please feel free, ask any question. There's not many of you, so anything not clear, please go ahead. So basically, we have an MPLS network that connects all our schools in the UAE. We have 412 schools, 5,312 classrooms, and around 150,000 students. These are mainly in public schools. It's not in the private. And we have 16,000 teachers that we're serving. We're connecting all the schools in addition to the Ministry of Education, the Higher Education Affairs, and the Public Education Affairs. Our Ministry of Education has actually two arms. One is for higher education and the other is for public education, K-12. Also, we have the Customer Service Center, where people come and students come for their transactions, certificates. We have a main data center and a DR data center. The main data center runs most of our services. Internet is fed in through the MPLS, so there's no external connectivity to schools, to internet. They all have to go through our MPLS network. This gives us additional security and better monitoring, and we can control the content that they see. The other type of things we're running in the data center are your regular exchange, mailing, file server, print server, web services. We have our e-learning solutions, I'll cover a bit later. Our content, video conferencing, IP telephony, which is we're about to roll out to all schools. We have it in the head office. My next slide is going to tell you what actually is in our schools. In the classroom, we have our smart boards, which is similar to this board, but complemented with a reader application that allows the teacher to open the electronics books we have and can help them interact with the one-to-one devices that the student have, where he shares his presentation to them, vice versa. In addition, we are providing to each student a one-to-one laptop, but this is from grade 7 to grade 12. The younger ones are 1 to 4, and the laptop stays in the schools. The younger ones are actually in learning resource centers. These are like advanced libraries equipped with the latest technology for education. Educational games, interactive, virtual reality. And for the school administration, we have the student information system that holds the student records, teachers' records, schools' profiles, schools' records, grade book. And in addition, we integrated the Office 365 with our Active Directory. Now all our students and our teachers can access the 365 for productivity, and they are being used in classrooms. We also have our learning management system that covers the lesson plans, assignments, discussions between teachers and students, parents' engagements. These, on the gray one, these are the currently are being rolled out. We have the MPS, Managed Print Services, makes better control of what's being printed, tracking, and it's a secure printing with the proximity card. We're piloting right now in the next stand, you can actually see it, where we're using the telepresence to have distance learning, where a classroom in one school can interact with another classroom even in another country. Also, we're looking at having smart buses. It's quite critical that we address the concerns of the parents and the ministry for ensuring the safety of the students. We are equipping the buses with multiple cameras, outside cameras that track students who leave the bus, and inside the bus also to look at the behavior of the students. In addition, we have the fingerprint stamps where it tells us which students have boarded the bus or who are leaving the bus. Also there's student counter, so we don't forget any students behind. This is very important and critical, especially in the summertime. Some students are left in buses, nobody knows about it, the bus is locked. With the heat, this can lead to fatality. This is the current e-learning systems we have actually right now running in our schools. We have the learning management system, provides interfaces to teachers. They have Teach Live, it's a mobile application. They can access all their students' records through the mobile. Also Study Live, which is the student's app. Actually, he can track his homework and his attendance, the same thing what the teacher provides him. Also, we have the parents can track all their students. If they have 3-4 students, they can see them all in one place. In addition to that, we have the online assessment where we're doing some of the midterms and we're working on the finals. We have a question bank and we're going to feed these question items, link them to the learning outcomes. This way we'll be able to track where actually, sorry, let me go back. By linking the learning outcomes to the item banks, this gives you ability to analyze where are the weak points the students are suffering from, which learning outcome they're not getting, and what's actually content, because the content also is mapped to learning outcome, is actually efficient or not efficient in the learning process. We also have an e-reader, providing a reader to the students. It's an online mode and offline mode, where all our books are already available in EPUB 3 format. They can either go online and at any place they can look at any book, or they can have an offline, their iPad, while they're away, they can download books and read them anytime. In the future, I'll tell you how we plan to integrate all these together. Also, we have the SIS system, the Student Information System I talked about earlier. It provides attendance, administration, transfers of students from school to another, finance model for the school financing. The grade book, Tashkilat, is more of how to form the sections of the different classes. The behavior, but that's more for simplified behavior, good behavior or bad behavior only. And the student portal, the parent portal, and the teacher portal. Please ask me anytime if you have any questions. Let's make this more interactive. I'll switch to my last slide. Okay. Sorry? With a bit of luck. This is our future ecosystem. What we aim at, taking all those existing systems and integrating them all. So we will have a centralized data hub, virtual centralized data hub, that all these systems have all the data and information stored in one place. So from the e-book reader, the students will be able to track students' reading habits. So when he flips pages, how long is he spending time on the lesson? And at the same time, it will be integrated to the assessment engine, where at the end of the lesson, questions, formative type of assessment will happen. Questions will be pushed to the reader. Based on that, the adaptive system, the adaptive system will automatically see his level, and if he's not doing well with those sets of questions, it will go back and ask them easier question, go down until it reaches the level of the students, and then slowly start building him up to the level of mastery. At the same time, the LMS will be the tool that will be guiding all the content, and the teachers can intervene in this process and actually can look at the analysis, where the student is, and push additional content to him. We're trying to maximize the use of virtual labs, so because we can't have all type of labs everywhere available. So using virtual labs makes it more cost effective, and actually can do complex experiments that the students can't do otherwise. And also, we want to have a more advanced behavioral assessment system which tracks the incidents that happen in school by anybody, and then looks at the history and looks at the recommended remedies, and then tracks over time did these work with the student or not, and automatically suggests different remedies based on the history of what was used and what worked, what didn't work. The SIS system is already there, but we want to advance it more. And then we have the advanced analytics, because of everything being in one place, and we have all the data in one place. We want to do descriptive type of analysis, which is easy, but we want to move from descriptive to predictive. So we'll be comparing different models, different behaviors onto the past, and look at the patterns that the students are learning in currently, and predict with these methods, are we going to reach our goals or targets. So we have that now in the simplistic form, which is the descriptive type of analysis, but we're hoping to go to more of predictive. And we make the system modular, so it should be easier to plug additional module as we go. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. If it's all based on the same type of concept and platform. And it should serve all our stakeholders, from students to our partners. That's my final slide. Any questions? We still have time. Go ahead. Currently, we are using it. The question is, for the 365 we're using, do we have plan to localize it in our data center, or we'll keep on using the cloud? Our preference is to have it localized in our data center. The main reason is it gives us more control. Other than that, when you're trying to serve around, I would say, 150,000 students, the cloud can become expensive, and the bandwidth requirements increase exponentially. So it's easier to have them all in the MPLS, because you can have better capacity, more capacity that way. So we're discussing with Microsoft now to see the possibility of bringing some of it in cloud, from cloud to the local data center. Any other question? Okay, the question is, what's our foresight in implementing virtual reality in our education system? Basically, we have the learning resource centers. We would like to equip those with all these e-learning facilities that you can't take to the classroom. So we do want to move it not from your simple virtual reality, where it goes from experiencing what's going on in different places, to actually interact with their hands and do an actual experiment through the virtual lab. They should be able to do dangerous experiments that usually you wouldn't do in a classroom or in a regular lab. So that's what we're hoping to achieve. Any other questions? With the LMS, there is a module